Hi, my name is Renelle. Welcome back to my channel. So what I'm going to be doing today is do a simple natural dewy everyday makeup look. I mean, it's not going to be natural, but it's going to be quite dewy. It's just going to be a simple makeup look that you can go out and you can be polished looking and stuff like that. So I'm going to start first with my eyes, and then I'm going to start my face makeup. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. So I'm going to zoom you in on my eye makeup since that won't take too much time. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and prime my eyes with the Milani eyeshadow primer. This video is going to be drugstore. So everything I use is going to be drugstore. You can go to Walmart and get it, or Ulta. So this is the first thing that I'm going to use to prime my eyes. This is very, very good. You don't have to have a whole lot. Honestly, that much is enough. Really don't need a whole lot of this stuff. And you may hear animals running around because they are in the house, and you may hear my son as well since he is helping me film this.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to prime my eyes. Oh, my face is dry. So that's still a little tacky. I'm just going to wait for that to get dried. But what I'm going to be using for the eyeshadow today is the Color Tattoo Metal in the color 55, inked in pink. It's by Maybelline. It's that right there. It's a very, very pretty color. This is a cream. That's the reason I have to use eyeshadow primer no matter if I'm going to use a cream or powder or anything like that, because I have very oily eyelids, and if I use something like this by itself, my eyeshadow will crease. And then just to go in with this right here, which is the Wet n Wild, not a basic peach eyeshadow palette. I've been using this one, and I really like it, and as you can tell, I've gouged that one pretty good. But you have two transition colors, and then you have some shimmers and some satins and some mattes, and I really enjoy this one. So I will be going in with just a couple of colors of this over the other one. It's going to be very easy, very simple eye makeup today. So that has went ahead and set. I'm going to go ahead and set that with some powder. I normally use face powder like this, which is the Wet n Wild Cover All powder in the color Firelight. So I am just going to be setting it with that with a Morphe brush. And now that that has went ahead and set, I'm going to go ahead with a Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush, get some of that excess off, which looks like this right here. I'm going to go in with this. It looks just like that. As you can tell, it has been separated from the thing because it has dried out a little bit, which I'm perfectly fine with. I can always put oil or something in it if it isn't as creamy as you want it to be. You can put just like some face cream or like Josie Maran cream in it. That always does the trick. So what I'm going to do is just start there, kind of work it into my eyeshadow or my eyelid. And I'll tell you why I'm doing this in just a second. I'm only going with this on the eyelids themselves. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and get situated and let that dry, because it does take a few minutes for it to dry on my eyes. So I will just go ahead and let that dry, and then I will go ahead with the transition colors. And I'm going to cover this eyeshadow anyway. It's just something to put on there to kind of make it pop a little bit more. So let me go ahead and get that blended out. So I'm just going to go ahead and let that dry, and then just go ahead and go in the transition colors in the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, which is in the color Not a Basic Peach. It does not have any names or anything like that on the back of it. It does show you how to use it from nighttime to daytime, which I'm just going to chill at the house today. I don't have any plans on going anywhere, so that's why I'm just going to do like a very simple, very dewy look. So what I'm going to do, and I do have this Verona thing that has the sponge in it that you can just take and swap your brush in it, and it will take the color off, but they do need washed. So this is a fluffy brush from Wet n Wild. I love their brushes. They're really good. They're cheap, but they're really good. They last a lot longer. So what I'm going to do is take this transition color right here, and I'm going to sweep all over this part, because I always like to start off light and then go dark. Oh, never mind. Sorry about that. That was a text. Got a text from my husband. So I always like to start off with a color like this right here and sweep across. Normally I would also do the same to my eyelids, but only if I'm not using a like a cream eyeliner or a cream on my eyelids, then I'll just go ahead and do this whole thing with it. But then what I'm going to do with the same brush, because this is my favorite brush for everything, that is pretty dry and it will not move. So what I'm going to do next is go in with this shade right here. I'm going to use that one in the crease as well. So I'm going to get a smaller brush for that one. And this one I believe is from e.l.f. So these are very, very pigmented, so you don't have to use a lot, and I would highly recommend to tap off the excess. Now as you can tell right here, I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions like this. We'll make sure that we'll get the whole crease with this color. Because it just makes the color on the lid pop a little bit more.
faster again.
Wow. Okay. Whew. Okay, so apparently that makes me sneeze. Whew.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I can't remember what I was doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go back and kind of buff that out like this so that it blends out. If my camera focus. Okay. Then what we're going to do is go in with this really, really pretty color right here. Now, not the blue, not the teal one. I wore that the other day and it was gorgeous, but this one here. Now, I don't know if you can tell or not. I hope you can, but my camera is picking up. It's got some specks in it. So I love that. It's going to be really pretty. So what I'm going to do is use okay. This brush, I'm not sure if it's from, it's from the Vintage Cosmetic Company. It's one that we got in our BoxyCharm. I might have to clean it because it's a little dirty. So this is what I'm going to be using. It is in the step 1. So I like this brush. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and tap my brush into it. Now, like I said, these are very pigmented, but they do also have a lot of kickback with them. I'm trying to show it, but I'm not sure. Okay, see? And that was just a couple of times me dipping my brush in there. So I always make sure to tap off the excess, and then I'm going to go in here and just start working that into the pink that I laid down. Even though this is not like a pink, it is kind of like a peachy pink to me. But I love laying it down over that pink cream because it just makes it show up better. So we're just going to work it all over that eyelid. It's going to look like that. It's very, very pretty. It's very shimmery as well. So what we're going to do after that is I do have some faucet. I'll just go take a rag and get that. Then I'm going to try to take this brush from Wet n Wild as well. I'm going to try to line my eyes with this dark brown color right here. I'm going to try to line it with that. So let's go in. Ooh. See, you don't have to do a whole lot, and it does like a lot of damage, and it's pretty pigmented. I will go back in and fix that in just a second. And what we're going to do is take this brush and see if I can find it. We're going to kind of buff that out a little bit. Where's my brush?
Forget which one it is?
I didn't forget. There it is. I just couldn't find it.
Your dog is weird.
What I'm going to do is just hit my eye like this. I'm going to pull it. To make it softer. And this is a smudge brush. This is from e.l.f. and it's really good. I just like for it to go in to make it softer when I use eyeshadow like that right there. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just blend these two together. And there we have it. The eyes are completely done. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and zoom you out, and then I'll go ahead and do my face, my eyebrows, and things like that. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so now that I've got you zoomed out, I'm going to go ahead and finish the eyes. I've already went ahead and done eyelash, and I've already went ahead and done the eye makeup and stuff like that. So now I just have to do mascara, and then we'll move on to the face. So what I'm going to do is do the lash primer. So it's just a white primer from Wet n Wild. I do have my mirror here so that I can see it. Well, there we go. So it's just like a white primer that you put on before. I need to curl my lashes. So while that is going to go ahead and dry, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. I am trying a couple of new products, which is going to be the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade, which I've never used anything like this before, so I don't know how long it's going to take me. So I will go ahead and come back when I have my eyebrows done, or at least when I have this in, to see how it looks. Like I said, because I've never used anything like this and I don't know how it's going to look, so I will go ahead and try it, and then I'll be back with you in just a few minutes, okay? Okay, so now that I've got you zoomed out, I'm going to go ahead and finish the eyes. I've already went ahead and done eyelash, and I've already went ahead and done the eye makeup and stuff like that, so now I just have to do mascara, and then we'll move on to the face. So what I'm going to do is do the lash primer. So it's just a white primer from Wet n Wild. I do have my mirror here so that I can see it. Well, there we go. So it's just like a white primer that you put on before. I need to curl my lashes. So while that is going to go ahead and dry, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera. I am trying a couple of new products, which is going to be the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade, which I've never used anything like this before, so I don't know how long it's going to take me. So I will go ahead and come back when I have my eyebrows done, or at least when I have this in, to see how it looks. Like I said, because I've never used anything like this, and I don't know how it's going to look, so I will go ahead and try it, and then I'll be back with you in just a few minutes, okay? Okay, so I have went ahead and filled in this one eyebrow with the pomade. As you can tell, I just got done using it. So far, I'm really liking the look of it. I've never used a pomade before, so I kind of like the looks of it. For the first time using it, I think I've done okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually fill in the other one on camera. And I am using a Morphe B45 angled brush for this. So I have to have my mirror right in front of me. That's why you see it. Like I said, I'm not sure how to use this. But the way I'm doing it is I'm just taking the brush and sweeping it through. I'm probably not doing it the best, but I'm doing it how I like it. I really like this. It's not very creamy. It's not very anything. It's just, honestly, it's just about perfect. I'm going to go ahead and fix both of them. I do need to get them waxed next week, because they are starting to grow out just a little bit. Okay, I like that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and buff it out with an, I'm really not sure how to say this, Aesthetica. It's one that we got in our BoxyCharm box.
Yeah, that's it.
I got it, baby. Thank you.
I was just one.
It's Aesthetica.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't say it right.
That's how I say it. So I'm just going to go ahead
Yes, how you say it though.
and brush that in. Like that right there. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's alright. They're supposed to be sisters, not twins. Sometimes they're not even sisters, they're cousins. Okay, so after that, I'm going to go ahead and fill the little gaps and stuff in, because I'm not that good at it. I'm going to go ahead and use the Brow Gal. It's the Instant Brown Hair Tinted Brow Gel with Microfibers. Oh, Brown Hair is the name of the color. It's in O2, which is really good because that's the color hair I have. So I like it because it has a little bitty brush, like just about like the Gimme Brow. So I'm going to go ahead and set that and fill in the little hairs. Would you please quit?
I wish we were trying to get up there.
Well, that's fine, but you're hitting the table and stuff.
But it wasn't.
So there it is, filled in with the thing. Go a little bit back over. I'm going to go back in with the spoolie and run that through the brows to disperse it pretty good. Because I have such full, thick brows, I really don't need to go outside and shape them or anything like that. I just like to fill them in so that they follow the natural lines and stuff like that of when I have them waxed. So that's all I do. I don't have to make eyebrows or nothing. I was blessed with extremely thick eyebrows that I have to get waxed at least every 2 weeks. Sometimes every week, but I wait 2 weeks. So then we're going to go in with the Sephora Illuminator Brow Enhancer. All you do is, the way I use this is just run it underneath brows because it highlights the brow bone after everything's dried. So that it makes a definite cut into where you can already tell, because where the eyeshadow was and stuff like that. That's why I go ahead and bring all that up. It's just easier to take a thing like that and do it. And then to set the brows, I'm actually going to use my Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. It's just a clear mascara. It's dirty because I use it all the time. Because it is just a clear gel. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now that the eyebrows are set and done, we are going to go ahead and finish off the eyes with Miss Manga Voluminous Mascara. This is from, I think, L'Oreal. Pretty sure this is from L'Oreal. They have really good mascaras. The only thing I don't like about it is the brush. It wiggles. I don't like that. I like for them to be stiff. So I'm going to go ahead and that is all for that. You can tell how lengthening this is. I really love that mascara. Okay, so now for the face makeup. I am going to go ahead and go in with my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. Let me move the mirror out of the way. It's just a clear pore eraser. So what I'm going to do is get my beauty blender. And go like this right here. I quit making ugly faces at myself. And I'm just going to tap this in with a damp sponge. Then I'm going to go in with my Milani Prime Light Face Primer. It's Strobing Plus Pore Minimizing Oil Free. This is what it looks like. I did get this from Shop Miss A because they were having a sale. So I'm just going to, and this is just a beauty sponge. I'm just going to put it on the back of the sponge, and as you can tell, it's liquidy. It does look like the what is it called? The white primer from L'Oreal, the light infusing one. It looks like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and I apologize if you heard that. That is one of my cats fighting with my dog. Or with one of my other cats. Yep, her and Missy's into it. Okay. So if you hear a cat fight, don't worry, they're fine. They just like to fight. So, I do have a cat. Her name's Chanel. She's the black one that you see all the time. And hush, Nicholas. And she's all the time trying to fight one of my other cats. Well, she's all the time trying to prove that she's the baddest one around. And so she's a bully to my other animals. And here lately, she has been getting her hind end whooped by a little bobtail gray cat that I have. That is actually my oldest cat's daughter. So she's been taking names and whooping butts, or whooping butts and taking names. How you say that? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how to say it. My son's got his mouth full of crackers right now. And by the way, yes, I do have a son. He is almost 12 years old. His name is Nicholas. So he's almost a teenager. You might be seeing him in some of my films later on. I do have one that he helped me shoot. And as you can see, you just barely see his head. There's my son. He is my technical help while school is out for the summer.
Yeah.
So he has been helping me. He doesn't know not to be quiet and stuff while I'm shooting these videos. But he does help with the animals and stuff like that. Oh, I think they quit fighting. They're not actually fighting like to the death or anything. Misty, the small one, she will actually take up for herself when Chanel jumps her. So what will happen is Chanel doesn't like it.
No.
Because Misty's a small cat. She's like a year old.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like it because she's like 2 years old and she thinks that she's like, queen around here. And she's really mean. Like, she's a bully. Like, I can't let her outside with the other cats of the neighborhood because she's mean to them. Like, she doesn't try to kill them or nothing, but she's a bully. She really is. Okay, so I got way off the track on that, but I did just go ahead and pounce that in. I'm just going to go ahead, and I have discovered one of my favorites from last year that I really love. It's not new or anything like that. This is the CoverGirl CG Smithers hydrating makeup in the color 720 Creamy Natural. Now in CoverGirl, all I wear is Creamy Natural, so they are different numbers, but the colors are the same. So I am always that shade in this. Now this is like a drop top. It's like a squeezy tube, and I really do enjoy that. Sorry. Now with this, you do have to shake it up because this is my summer color. Don't play with her. She does not like to be held. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place it a little bit on that, about that much. It's not very thick or anything, and I love the way this feels on my skin. I do not like the way the old CoverGirl smells. It smells chemically. Now the new one I've not tried. I did go to Walmart the other day and I was looking at it. They didn't have my color. At least I don't think they did. They didn't. So I will have to wait until this weekend when I go to another Walmart to see if I can get it there. And if I can't get it there, then I might have to order it off Ulta. But I do want to do a review on that one as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I do not like the way this smells. I mean, and CoverGirl it's really good, but the smell to me, I cannot get past it. So I'll try not to breathe while I am using while I'm putting this on my face. Because I normally lay in the tanning bed, but I've not laid but a couple of times this year. And the reason why is I've been trying to use fake bake, which is a fake tanning. because I'm getting older. I'm 32. I'm not getting younger, and I don't want to expose my skin as much as possible to the sun, you know, just to get tan and stuff. So I've been trying some fake tanners out. So this is kind of like a little too dark. I know you can't tell on camera because I do have my light turned up a little bit brighter. But I did fake tan last night. It turned out kind of splotchy.
Yeah.
And my face is kind of, it matches, but it's not very pretty right now.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to agree with me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And I mean, as you can tell, I mean, it sits so pretty on the skin. This really does need washed. Everything I've got does. I did have a surprise there. And as you can tell, it did not cover all of it up, which I don't mind it showing through, because like I said, you know, everyone has flaws. And if you have perfect skin, good for you. I mean, kudos, that's really amazing. However, I have very dry skin, and I use a lot of hydrating products. Sometimes I use new stuff, or like I will go in, like the other day I've done a review on a mattifying mask, and I think that's what happened, is my face was way too dry for it, and I had a small breakout. Not really bad, nothing that I couldn't cover up, but it, you know, that's still there from it. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and go in. This is a new foundation. This is a new concealer for me. It does have the lid. I've already took it off. This is the Rimmel, I think it's Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Lightweight Medium Coverage Concealer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go, because this, you do have to squeeze, and as you can tell, it came out. So I'm just going to go ahead and just run it under my eyes like this. And this is in the color, I forgot to tell you all, 100 Fire. I really need to get me some darker concealers. So as you can tell, I've got it here and here, and if you see me looking over to my to the right, well, I don't know if it draws left or my right, but I do have a mirror set up so I can see exactly where I'm putting it. So what I'm going to do is, because I hate using the same concealer, but I forgot to get me another one, and honestly I just went ahead and match it.
So to you it's your right, but to them, like, where
I think it's their left.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do,
that's our right.
Yeah.
That's our left.
is take some concealer on my finger and kind of, where is it at?
Right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Kind of blend that in, and I'm going to wipe my hand off. So I'm going to go ahead and take this part right here, kind of blend that in, and I probably should use color corrector.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, this is real life. It happens. So that's what it looks like. Like I said, it's not all the way covered up, but you know, oh well. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch sides. And this is damp. Sort of. It's dried up off of it, and I just wet it a while ago. And just kind of blend this out. I'm going to put this mirror right. Sorry. So I can see a little bit. Bella, hush. Sorry about that. That was my dog barking at my son because he won't leave her alone.
I didn't do nothing to her.
He was staring at her. She don't like to be stared at. She's weird like that.
Maybe because I was looking at Whiskers in a funny way.
Yeah. Look at him. He's got his paw up there. That's so
Yeah, no,
cute.
that's why I was like...
So, just in case y'all are wondering, I talk about my animals a lot. I have 4 cats and 1 dog. The oldest one is Whiskers. He's a blue Russian cat. The second one is Schnell. She's pure black. She's really gorgeous, but she's really mean. And then we have Misty, who is Whisker's daughter. She's a blue Russian bobtail. And then I have Tucker, which is a pure Siamese. He's got the prettiest blue eyes. And then I have Bella, she's a Jack Russell pup I got off my neighbor. And here is my... What happened?
My phone died.
Okay, well, my son's phone died, so you can't see the cats. But my oldest one, he is over there right now with his paw on my windowsill because I opened the shade and stuff like that so they could look out.
There is a picture of Whiskers.
Yes, that is my oldest. That is my baby. And my son gets jealous when I tell him that too. Okay, anyway, so I have went ahead and blended that out. I don't have my wedding rings on. I just realized that simply because I fake tanned last night and I used the Jergens lotion, like the gradual tanner, on my face and stuff like that. And it gets everywhere and it turns your... It turns your hands orange when you do it, so I did have to do that, and I did not want to destroy my wedding rings. So everything is blended out. I've babbled way too much.
Yeah.
And we are going to go ahead and set the concealer. I have a brush. I just got this in my last BoxyCharm, and I love this. This is huge and fluffy. It is Aesthetica. I know I'm not going to say that right. It's the P12 brush. I'm just going to use the same powder that I set with a while ago, which is the Cover All Wet n Wild. And I'm just going to sweep that all over my face because even though I do have dry skin, I still have to set my powders and creams because if I do not, it will move on my face and it's just not a cute look. So we are going to go ahead and do that. She got your cracker. I hope you know that. Of course you did. So I'm just going to go ahead and be careful of my eyebrows because I did do them. I'm really liking that. Just whip this everywhere. Okay, and then the next thing is going to be our face. Now I do have these two palettes from Makeup Revolution. One is the blush palette, which is this right here. This one is the Ultra Bronze palette. So the reason, and these was not very expensive at all. Oh my gosh, they're scratched. No, they're just dirty. So what I like about this is you have matte shades and a couple of shimmer shades and satin shades as well. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and use this brush I got. It's from Crown. I also got this in a BoxyCharm. I love their brushes. Okay, they don't have names, unfortunately. So I'm going to use this one to contour. This one here. With this brush, I'm just going to go ahead and dip it in.
Okay, it makes it look a lot, but no, it ain't. Like, it made it look a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
I just think you know it. I feel like I looked at that, and it made it look like it was white.
Mm-hmm. And as you can tell right there, I went from the top of my ear, and yes, I do the, because it, you know, I have fat cheeks. I have high cheeks, but I have fat cheeks as well. So this is just easier to do it like that. And that just chisels out the cheeks and stuff like that. And I do not like to go low with this because if I go low, then I look like I got really fat cheeks. And so what I'm going to do, because I forgot to grab another brush and I don't feel like grabbing one right now, is going to be, I'm going to take the powder brush. I still have the little Verona, so I just type it in there. I am going to take this shade here. Let me see if I can get that closer. Here. And I'm just going to go ahead and sweep that all over my face to get like a very bronzy, very glowy look. I know you can't tell on camera because my light's bright. I'm going to have to turn it down. But it is very, very pretty. It's very shimmery. Okay, so I'm so sorry about that. My camera died and I had to plug it into the power source to finish recording, which shows me I've been talking way too much and I need to get on with the video. So for the blush palette, I'm going to be using, and I did turn my light down a little bit too while I was waiting for that to come back up. I haven't done anything. I've just been sitting here for a couple of minutes waiting for my camera to charge up enough to where I could actually do that. I'm actually going to use, I'm thinking probably this color right here. And again, they, oh my god, they don't have names. Ooh, that's powdery. So I am going to go ahead and kick that off and smile when I put my blush on because I like the way it looks on my face. It's very, very, very peachy bronzy. Doesn't make no sense. But this goes with my eye look so well that I was excited when I seen it. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to use that one. The way I like to do my blush is I will smile to fill the apples of my cheeks. And this is a wet n wild brush. And I will sweep it like in circles going to the back above my contour line. Put the camera over there, please.
Okay. Slipped off the tablet.
My kid and my electronics. He's always dropping mine. Never his.
Are you sure about that?
You better not drop yours.
That broken case.
We're not arguing. I'm on camera. So I've got it on. It's like very pretty. I know you can't see it. Let me turn this down a bit more. Oh wow, you really can't see it. Let me turn a little bit brighter. Okay, there we go. Now you can kind of see it a little bit better.
I can see it. Like, it looks good.
Okay. Well, when your son tells you your makeup looks good, I consider that a win.
Because like on camera it looks a little bit too bright, but...
No, it don't look bright at all.
Or a little bit. Like...
So I'm just going to go ahead and buff that out. And then the next thing that we're going to do, this will be the end of it. Besides the lips and the setting spray, is going to be the highlighter. Now I have no idea what color this is in because when I went to go turn the thing off of it, it actually took the tape off here and it took everything off the back. Now I do know this is Wet n Wild. It's the Mega Glow highlighting powder. I absolutely don't know what color it's in. I'm so sorry. But I know you can get this from Walmart or any place that they're so like CVS and stuff like that. I love this color. It's not one of the new ones. It was new about a year or so ago.
So it was like Dewy 2017.
And the reason I chose this to go with the color is because this is more of a like gold color, I think.
Yeah.
And it goes good with the eye look and also the blush.
What's that on the design of it right there? Like, you know how we got one that had like a palm tree?
This is like a...
Show them.
I don't know.
It looks like...
It's like a bird or something, I think.
More like a shell.
Because the other ones have like hummingbirds in them.
Yeah.
So I'm just placing that right there. And I'm also going to take some right here on the tip of my nose, the middle of my forehead, and also right here on the chin. And then I'm going to go ahead, I got hair on my face, spray my face with the Hard Candy Brighten Sheer Envy Brightening Setting Spray with vitamin C and rose water. It's a 12-hour long wear and hydration. Whew, that's a lot of work. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray this on my face to set it.
You want back away again?
Ooh, that smells good. That smells like I swear. That smells just like rose water.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my lip color on, which is Milani in the color 11 Precious. Now, this is their more matte lip cream. I do love this. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's just really pretty. What I'm going to do, I'm not using the lip liner or anything like that. I'm just going to go.
On the camera, like, you can see like the makeup right there.
Yeah.
Like, over there.
And there you have it. This is one of my favorite looks. I really enjoyed all the makeup, especially the eye look. It's very simple. It's very easy to do. I did get the idea of using like a darker color like this off of the Glamour Index. She's here on YouTube. I was watching her newest video and she showed how she done it. Personally, I like that, but my eyes are a lot smaller, so I have my own way of doing it. And I am really impressed with this brow pomade. Again, that was my first time using anything like this, so I'm going to practice more with it. But from the looks of it, I really do like it. It's very pretty. And the color, by the way, I forgot to say, was in the color medium brown. So I hope that you all enjoyed this, and I certainly hope that you all will come back for another video that will not be as long as this one is. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!